What's up? What's up? This your boy CASHEWZ.
This your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamondz.
And it's your girl Tasty.
And we are
Hip Hop Millennials Podcast. What's up? What's up?
And we back for another motherfucking episode for y'all. Hey, so let's kick it off. I'm gonna get into my CASHEWZ that's nuts. Nas just dropped a new album. It's called Magic 2. It's the follow up to Magic 1. I know y'all don't fuck with Nas.
I heard his last album, the
King's Disease.
Yeah, I heard that
3.
one. It was straight. It was straight.
Man, come on, man. Give it up for hip hop.
I fuck with Nas. And I fuck with him as a person, though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I fuck with his music heavy like that.
You seem to have a lot to say. All the albums he done released and stuff
This
like that.
man done released like 5 albums in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
That's grinding.
It is.
But you know what? He got that doorbell. He invested in the ring shit.
Wait, he sure did.
So he hit like the jackpot with that. So he
And
pretty
crypto,
much live the way he want to live. Release
make music when he feel like it,
exactly.
yeah.
It ain't on no time schedule or nothing like
But
that.
is he hitting numbers?
I don't think it
He
matters
had
if he
numbers.
did, though.
It does. I'm just asking.
Well,
like,
if you release, he has Mass Appeal. That's his own label. So everything is profit. You know what I'm saying? All you do now is make the music and put it out. He
That's
don't
what I'm
gotta
saying, yeah.
do all the advertisement. He don't lose money
care
with
about,
advertising.
he don't care about
that's not.
He has
what I
wait. He has a cult following. You know, so
Okay.
he's going whatever he sells is going to be successful.
Yeah.
He's not main. What is it? What is the word? He's not like
Mainstream?
the most popular right now, but he's a legacy artist.
Yeah,
a legacy act. Everything they do is going to be successful to the people that love them.
Does it still sound relevant, though?
Oh yeah. He get completely produced by Hit Boy.
Okay,
you know
okay.
all
Sounds
these
really good.
these last
Yeah,
4
that
albums
sounds
is produced by Hit Boy. Y'all know Hit Boy like one of the top producers right now.
Yeah.
I like the album. Like King's Disease is for the popular crowd as
Right.
much as he can do for
Okay,
popular.
okay.
You know he ain't no popular.
Any fire features?
Exactly. He got fire feature. Got 21 Savage feature.
Okay.
He got a feature from 50 Cent on there. 50.
okay.
I don't know, man. I just don't like the way 50 Cent and Bust Around sound no more. It's like they
They got
necks too
old.
big or something. They just sound like they
sound congested.
I hate that shit. I was like, why do you sound like that? But
Clear your throat, nigga.
I'm big. I got a lot of
I'm
muscles.
big as hell in the neck area only.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So 50. I'm not really. I don't care about no new 50 music. Like people keep saying, "Ooh, he back." I'm like, nah.
So I mean, was the verse hard or just how he sound was? You know what I'm saying? Like
he was coming
said
with. He was
straight?
definitely coming with the energy from old 50 Cent.
Oh,
like
okay,
he was
okay.
real,
Many energy?
You know, try to be
Okay,
good
okay.
or whatever.
It didn't suck, but it wasn't
did
like
suck.
fire
I just can't get
either.
over his voice.
Yeah.
The vocal patterns is just.
Well, you see him on the Super Bowl trying to goddamn be upside down.
Go.
I gave it right ever since.
Shabota. We sound like Biggie reincarnated. But overall, Magic 2 is for the real, like, if you like lyricism, because you know the Magic albums are for the lyrics. The King Disease is for
have a conniption.
you know what I'm saying? The popular.
I don't like music like that. I don't want to have to think. I don't. It's
It's
like
some time in the
listen,
place.
Bars.
It's some time in the
Yeah,
place. It's
but-
not preachy.
No.
It's not
I
preachy.
get like not even preachy. It's like
You just ain't gonna bounce your ass around.
Not even that. It's just I don't like music with. Let me not even say
Substance.
No,
Substance.
that's
Like you got to go
not,
back and rewind.
No, it's like okay. How do like you know them battles y'all be listening to?
Battle
Yeah.
rap.
It's
yes.
like you really gotta
Listen.
Know what they
That's
talking
know what
about.
they you know like you gotta
Yeah.
think about like
I
I
see
don't
what you're saying.
you
You just wanna
just
just-
actually
yeah.
listen
So
to it.
you don't never want to think when it comes to music.
No,
Okay.
I
And
want
that's
music
real.
to I
Yeah.
want music
And
to make
that's-
me feel good.
And you
Yeah.
would be more of the popular fan. Like they
Yeah.
would do more catering to you. Like when they say we need a single, it's for fans
It's for you,
like
yeah.
Tasty. Like, hey, not this is the album filler and this is the single that we need to sell the album.
makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So actually most music is catered to
But I
the
can't even
Tasty
say
fan
that
now.
I don't listen because with certain music, I do get into the words and the,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
right.
So it's not even that I just don't like. Again, like if it's like I can't even think of anything because I don't think that way. I
like
don't
the
know,
skill.
but it just.
I like the skill. I like when somebody can put their words together in certain
back
ways.
in the hook. Did you get it? I know I didn't get it because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I love when
You know?
somebody displays talent.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're doing something that everybody
Like
can't do.
when
Yeah.
Wayne
You
said
know?
"See why Phyllis." You talking about syphilis? That shit was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I heard some of my best lines from Lil Wayne before. You know, it's like you appreciate the artistry because, and it's not to down anybody, but you know, sometimes you got the
and I do think
what's the
that's
girl's
cool.
name? Booty Hole Brown. I can never remember
Sexy
her
Red.
name. Sexy Red. It's like
First of all, because she doing her motherfucking thing. She was at Rolling Loud. All I'm saying
she walked them
is,
niggas out with them leashes.
And that's another thing. I'm about to get on that too.
She doing her thing.
Hold on.
But they
That whole
criticize
elementary
Nelly
school
Chopper
shit.
for that. But she walking out
That's
niggas
why
and nobody
she.
said
I
anything.
think that's why she did it. It was supposed to be like a take the power back.
Yeah, but them
thing.
niggas had masks on because they didn't want to be the niggas and get walked out on leashes.
Would you do that?
Hell
How much? No.
Wait,
What's
wait.
the number? Give me a number. What number? What number? What's the number? Right.
would do it with a mask on.
Mask
Yeah.
on and mask off number. What you
Mask
mean?
on. How they did it? Would you do
Mask
it?
on, I'm doing it.
I do that shit for $100.
They would never know it was me
Right.
400. Yeah, but with mask off, I got to get a point on your album.
Yeah.
Nigga,
I need
residuals for the rest
yes,
of
for
my life. So when people ask me why you did it, I got a good answer on why I did it.
These royalty checks is why I did it.
Real talk, but yeah, check out Magic 2 by Nas, aka Esco, and
okay.
YMW Melly, man, Mistrial, man. Y'all know this shit been going on for a long time. This has been going on for a long time. This dude been in jail for, I think he got locked up in 2018.
He did.
This dude been going through this shit since he was like 19. I think he's 24 now. I'm not a YMW Melly fan. I know a couple of his songs, you know, Murder on My Mind, the song he had with Kanye West.
I like that Murder on My Mind song though.
I think that's I think honestly the Murder
Everybody
on My
likes
Mind.
it until it came real.
I think the Murder on My Mind is the reason he's in the courtroom right now.
It was a lyric right in there that he said.
The whole song.
Yeah.
The whole song from the
They caught him
beginning
from
is
the-
I shot my homie and he bled out in my arms.
Yeah.
You know, like what
They
the
trying
fuck?
to say he went to Fredo Bank. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Apparently he went to his house and changed clothes and shit.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
from
they said.
He's from Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
But look,
It's that
Music
Boosie
get you
cousin,
caught
right?
up out here.
something like that.
Yeah.
But YNW Mellon, Mistrial, I had to look that up because I didn't know exactly
jury
what
is like a-
mistrial
it's
meant.
stalemate.
It does
Yeah.
not mean that it's over.
It does not.
No,
I
it
looked that up. It does not mean
Yes,
you're free.
I thought when I
only
saw-
time you're free is when it's dismissed with prejudice. That's the only. I've been watching. Yeah, I know. I've been watching Lincoln Lawyer, so
Yeah.
I know a lot of lawyer terms.
Yeah.
But that's the only time where.
No, it's without prejudice, right?
Oh, without prejudice. Without prejudice, yeah.
because
That
with
means
that
they
means
could-
that it could be with stipulations or
so
he
he
can come
doesn't
back.
have the double jeopardy in effect, which means that you can't get charged for something twice. They could charge him all over again like nothing ever happened, which
Yeah.
they're probably going to.
And they're gonna come with it a look. Well, I've been following this case, and whatever small town that is that this happened in, they don't have the technology and shit that you.
He
do.
has a lot of money.
They were doing
All
bullet
he did was
trajectory
escape
with
the death penalty
string.
a little longer.
That's
That's
it.
all he doing right now.
Yes, they prolonging whatever is about to happen, and I know this could be stressful, man. I don't understand like what he could be going. I don't understand what he could be going
What,
through.
mentally?
Yeah, mentally. You've been in jail. You don't
The
know.
whole time,
It's
yeah.
all in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna be guilty? And then
Boy, you kill somebody. Your mindset should be
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna be in
see what that nigga
prison.
acting
Y'all been
So
seeing
I'm
this
gonna
motherfucker
life
in the
in prison.
courtroom?
He be laughing and
laughing,
shit.
praying.
That nigga's
rocking.
crazy.
Well, I'm pretty sure
he
he
say he
done-
has multiple
But
personalities.
see, that could be a part of his defense too. I've been watching a lot of lawyer shows. Nigga pleading insanity or like you know what I'm saying, like incompetence.
That's
is stand trial
hard
type
to-
shit. It is.
It's hard to get,
But
especially
what
when you
he's
black.
doing is helping his case though, because people are already like, I would never do that. He must be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
He was
people are
blowing
already
kisses
saying
and
he's
shit.
crazy.
Like it was.
Yeah.
odd.
He's doing
That's
a lot
not
of
normal.
wild shit, but I think
That's a front. You're going to
Thank
prison.
you.
For real.
You're staying.
That ass.
it's like
Staying in
he
that.
got a lot of people trying to support him, and they got a lot of supporters. I'm on the fence either way. I don't care. Like, hopefully, I don't want to see anybody going to prison. But if you, did
I would
some
say
shit-
I just
prison, not the
feel-
death penalty.
I just feel like that should just be crazy to me how people like he murdered somebody.
If he did.
You know what I'm saying? He said
Allegedly.
he did.
they can't prove it.
Everybody says they do everything on songs.
Ja Rule called himself a murderer.
No, but
Murder.
this
You
is
ain't
the
never
thing.
got nobody in your life.
And that's the difference. You be like, this is real. I'm singing about what I did. He
But
be
who don't do that, though?
A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people
It's
say
a lot of self-incriminating raps out there.
Yeah, all of them.
Well, yes and no.
King Von was
because
the epitome of that shit.
and he
Bobby
did because he
Smurno.
really was
when he
in
didn't go
that
to prison
life.
though, he got killed. You know what
All
I'm saying?
I'm
He was
saying-
going to prison if he
He
had to
was.
live.
He
And that, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, but
Yeah.
the ones like even when Lil Baby is like because they've done those things, they did talk. And Baby did a bit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
they
yeah.
do talk about, and it's like, no, nigga, you did it, and you said you did it. Now you're in prison.
No, for real.
Man,
It's not free, my guy. It's justice served.
That part I don't get.
His
When they like,
federal.
oh, free my homeboy and them. Yeah, because
He's
you
a
got to think about the
murderer.
families who he killed. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like,
It's all fun and games
To
until
your
It's
family,
your
get
family,
killed,
right.
You know.
went to the rabbit got the
you know what I'm
Y'all remember
saying?
that?
Yeah.
R.I.P. YNG Cheese. That's
Yeah.
Gilly the Kid's son.
Yeah, no,
and
that shit-
Wallow's cousin.
He was gunned down, right?
Yeah,
it was
he was
a
gunned down
triple
and triple shooting.
That's sad.
What people don't realize it, and I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah.
first of all, Gilly is from
Philly.
Philadelphia. It's no hoe up there. Like
No.
people forget that these people still be in the streets. Like his
Yeah.
son was really about that life. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Gilly
I heard he was
halfway
a good
really
kid,
about that
though,
life. You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I heard he was a good kid. He wasn't taking the
shit-
route that his dad was all the
man.
way, but he was in there just enough.
Sad.
That's all you gotta be.
It's only so much sidewalk you can walk in
And
Philly.
you know why too? Because people always try to portray this. I'm this. I'm that. You know what I'm saying? Like even if he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, he probably rapped about it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be.
Your dad's son.
You a target.
Whatever.
On top of that, you see what I'm saying?
Somebody probably could have got at him, and I don't know. I'm new on him, but somebody could have got at him for his father's past deeds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And then his daddy just signed $1 million deal. You don't think people that shit's public information?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's that nigga's son right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Awful.
it could be some hating shit. You never know.
yeah, that shit was horrible.
Triple. He's the only one that died. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah, I seen somebody say the comments be wild. Somebody was like, this is Gilly's karma. I was like, that's fucked
fuck
up
Yeah,
to
that's,
say.
that is
Yeah.
fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? His son lived his own life. He lives his own life. That's not his
At the
karma.
end of the day, a father had to bury his son before.
Exactly.
Facts. And it should never be like that.
Crazy.
I don't know what $1 million worth of game gonna be like now.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
y'all know every time somebody dies, Gilly is one of the most vocal about it.
He been he
protecting
hasn't
their
said
families
nothing.
and stuff. He ain't said shit.
ain't said nothing.
I just saw him on a picture on the Shade Room, and he looked different in the face.
He got to.
You could see.
That was his firstborn.
Yeah.
Imagine your firstborn. Like I ain't
Yeah.
saying every other child is different, but you know what I mean. Like
The one that made you a parent?
The one that made you a parent. That shit different. He was the one that saw the struggle in Gilly and the Gilly trying to follow by Lil Wayne. And you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like the shit crazy, man.
Well, R.I.P. YNG
Nah, for
Cheese,
real.
and it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. So finesse 2 times.
The rental though. Not the rental. You got too much. Hey, the nigga name was Finesse.
You got
though.
30 days to
His
return
name-
that motherfucker, man.
His name is Finesse.
You ain't
though.
returned it in 30 days.
I don't think he was trying to steal it.
You
I
don't think
think
so?
I think he
motherfuckers
forgot.
just be living their life, and I got the money to do it.
Yeah. Then
that's stealing then.
I'll pay
Then-
when I feel
then
like
that's
it.
stealing.
It's still
Yeah.
stealing though.
It's
from
stealing.
from
It's
the-
ignorant stealing.
You can't say living that lifestyle because if that's the case,
He would
then
own it,
your
right?
car. No,
Yeah.
not even that. But we done had hella rental cars.
Right.
Your card is linked to it.
Yeah.
So
That's
then
why I
they
don't
should
feel like he
just
tried to
keep
steal it.
taking the money.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
so
see what I'm
I see
saying?
what you're
And you
saying.
can't be like, I'm just living my bed. Not that mean either you don't have no money.
Or
you took the card
cancel
off.
that shit.
You took
Because
the
why
card.
would they come? That means it had to be in his name to rent it for them to come after him.
And then my whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
where's the card on file? Like, you said that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. You tried to steal it.
Yeah,
Right.
he definitely.
Not a rental though.
Not
You
a
got the
rental.
Ku Klux Klan chains.
What
and
kind of-
the
what kind of
handcuffs.
rental
But
was
that,
it?
that's but
That shit was like a Malibu
because
or some
it,
shit.
you
It
see,
wasn't
Malibu.
It wasn't nothing like not what you think. It wasn't no foreign. And
Oh,
it was a
like a
regular
basic
ass
car?
car.
Someday he could just buy.
A regular
Wow.
ass, like a $30,000 car.
so they be saying people, and I'm not saying
Niggas don't be
because
having money
bitch,
to
I'm
say.
broke.
Niggas don't be out. Yeah.
Right.
I got, I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even passing judgment.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, shit don't be looking like what it be on the outside, on the inside,
Yeah. It's
and
a
I don't
flex,
give a fuck
especially in
about
hip-hop.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
The
shit
fact
just.
that I can go and get every last one of his change at a this way discounted price shows you right there everything is not what it says.
Yeah, definitely.
I can get his exact chain for maybe a rack. Dead ass.
I can't.
It depends. All you gotta do is go to a custom jeweler who puts. You know what I'm saying? Like how you don't know that shit's real. It look real, of course, because when you hit it with the
has to
light,
look
you know what
real.
I'm saying?
Y'all
Like,
know they got fake jewelry that costs $10,000.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
got-
They
I
have.
seen this interview of the dude who owns the GOD, the gold shop or whatever. He said, I won't say no names. He said, but I know for a fact half or majority of your favorite rappers shop with me. And it's not the, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, I done made chains for so many of your favorite rappers, and you'll never know.
Nigga, get them folks their money back.
Or their car. Give them the car. Give them the car.
Then he started popping shit. Oh, what nigga you know don't go
I
to jail
saw
on
his
or whatever.
little rant
And
he
they
went
still
on,
about to
acting
get his
crazy.
ass. Like, nigga, what you thought this was? Like,
All this criminal
Fuck 'em.
activity.
fucking with Avis. Was it Avis? I don't know who it was.
Not Enterprise.
Enterprise.
First 28.
Enterprise don't play. They coming for their shit.
What?
Why didn't they just shut the car down?
I don't know.
I don't think it's one of those type of cars.
Or why do you just
Like,
fucking
every
pay
car
for
is
it?
that
Like
type of
Tasty
car.
said, like,
Yeah.
Just pay.
just pay for it, bro. Like,
Man, look.
If it ain't nothing.
His name was Finesse though. Like we keep forgetting that's what his name is.
You heard what my name was.
Yeah, exactly.
G Herbo.
Gonna be in trouble.
Yeah. Man.
But this is another pure case of niggas don't be having money.
But you acting like
you
you
and your
got
man's taking people's identities for trips and shit.
Fraud.
Like.
And a lot of, and you know what? A lot of these rich
my
guys do.
biggest Julius Irving knows what he said.
He didn't tell you how they was that big. He didn't tell you what he was doing to get it that big.
You know,
Facts.
niggas really be scamming.
Niggas
That's
be scamming, and rich niggas scam.
Niggas
That's how they
niggas are really
be
criminals.
rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know this one dude. I'd never forget. And we was so crazy. We was out and about. And this nigga, it was like different cards, but it was like different names on the cards. And it was like, I mean, I didn't say nothing, but
It ain't my business.
I noticed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely
made George.
Folks be coming in
You're
with
not a white woman,
you
you
know.
know.
Try this card, swipe this.
Y'all
one.
seen identity theft, okay? Yeah, they made fun of it, but that shit's very real.
That's very real.
Niggas be busting niggas' socials.
Yeah.
You know how easy it is? I done been called. Okay, so this is a story. One time, I thought the IRS was about to come after me.
Yeah.
Nigga was about to have my social, everything. For my wife was like, nigga, what IRS you know call to answer the phone when you call back? I was
Hello.
like, I didn't think about that.
They say hello.
Exactly what the nigga said.
Is this King?
I almost fell for that shit. I got
Yup.
scared, and
I got stupid scared.
CASHEWZ was like, "Yo, no bank is gonna be doing all this shit," and I'm like,
and they call you forceful. Like, talking to you
They kept
crazy.
blowing
Yeah,
up my
he was like, if you
phone.
don't respond by 5, the cops gonna be at your door. You
Facts.
ask me,
They
where you go? I'm
kept
like, oh
blowing
my
me
god.
up. He's like, "Nah, that shit ain't real," and I'm
Yeah,
like,
that shit ain't
"Oh my
real."
god!" Well,
Then I
what
called the
they
IRS. It
garnish-
was like, we would never call you threatening you. I was like, my
Yeah.
dumbass.
They don't call you.
They
They just
almost
it's
got
all
me.
action with them motherfuckers.
That's it.
It comes everything's in the mail.
You'll see when your bank account ain't got no money anymore.
Exactly.
They ain't gonna say shit.
Just garnish your wages.
Right.
Every couple of years, my identity gets stolen. Like
Yes.
it literally
I ain't never
happens.
had
Like, and it's because if you use Amazon or you
like that,
buying these
yeah.
little apps and shit, and you don't take your card information off, somebody gonna get
Oh
it.
yeah, I don't
Oh, of
save,
course.
restore nothing.
Yeah.
I
Default
always
payment,
delete
my ass.
Exactly.
I
man.
always delete my cards off Amazon.
They
after I
gonna
buy
be like,
something.
this bitch owe money. You done fucked around and got a bill thinking
Yeah.
you done got
Yeah.
some money.
That's the main reason why I don't do like auto pay on none of my shit. I be too
No, I
scared.
hate
Like, nigga, you
auto
ain't
pay.
finna.
Oh, I'll be auto paid
I
up.
hate
But
auto
only
pay.
on my apps like that are like bills.
Don't
Like
just
real
take that
bills,
shit
Real
off.
okay,
bills.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to
That's how you
little
know
shit.
you're a grown up when you got auto pay. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Nah, dead ass
That's what
though.
they say.
No, for real.
Only on certain things like that I have to pay, like insurance.
yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe
stuff
that's
that
probably
affects
the
your
only
reality.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the only thing.
Yeah. Come have a
just my
taste with tea
rants.
when my girl tastes tea.
Okay, so why wouldn't you date you?
Ooh, I love that question.
Shit.
I'll start.
Yeah, cause
Okay.
that's a real. Oh, I love that
Think
question.
of my own flaws.
Yeah.
You know, because I was gonna do like why, but you know, you can always take about the good stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I think I'm emotionally unstable.
Okay.
So you crazy?
No, I'm not.
Nah, I know what you mean, though.
I'm not though. Like
No, I feel
I
you.
could be very like irritated for no reason.
Yeah.
And it's not even you. You're not doing anything. It's just like that's just my personality. I'll have.
Would you be that way? And
I've been in that in happy relation. That's just my personality.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
what if everything is good? Like
It
if you
could be
got all
That
your
shit like a trait.
financial-
It can
I'm the
be
same way.
perfect.
But that's what
I'm the
she's
same
saying.
way.
That's what
And-
she's saying. She said that's her. That's why she wouldn't date her. It's because of this
Okay.
reason right here.
So everything could be good, and you
and
just
I could
feel-
still be like, I don't know. I'll just be feeling away, and it's just like it just has to pass.
Okay.
Oh shit!
You know, and then like I don't know. That's probably like one of the only things because I'm like other than that, like I'm really nice. I'm pretty much like a go with the flow. Like I
Yeah.
kind of give the energy,
Yeah.
you know, that I'm getting 90% of the time.
Yeah.
But I do have my moods, and like the people that I'm with, like that I've been in long-term relationships and have gotten to know me know it's like you just can't take it personal and just let me,
Yeah.
you know, go through the motions and then it's back to normal. But if you like some people, especially like narcissists, they'll try to make it about them, like, oh, you're
Yeah.
mad at me, so let me try to fix. And it's like it's
Yeah.
not you, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And but that's probably like one of my biggest like why I wouldn't date me because if somebody did, I'd be like, bitch, I don't have time for that. But
yeah, that's what's up.
you know,
Who next?
You
Me? Okay. Why I wouldn't date myself? I can be very nonchalant in relationships. Like I can come off like I don't care, but I do. Like that. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
like I come off like I won't like blow up your phone all the time.
Right,
I won't
right.
like
Yeah.
be super touchy, feely all the time. And it's not that I don't want to do those things, it's like sometimes I just be in a vibe like, okay, well, they're not in the, like, you know, I kind of in that assumption thing, like, you know, and then I can come off as like, oh, she doesn't care, but I do care. Yeah, it's just, that's just my personality. Like, I'm just real laid back, real cool. I just go with the flow. I'm just kind of like, okay. Yeah. Like, you know, if I want to, I want to. If I don't, I don't. But,
so, like, you can kind of be chalant, but you need a nigga that's on you.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Just to pull it out of me, because otherwise I won't do it. Yeah. Like, you know, does that make sense? Like, you have to, like, tell me.
That was a flaw in my last relationship. He actually told me, like, he felt like he was single.
Yeah. I mean, that's a real thing.
You know, and I just said, I don't know. It's a hard balance to try to find of like being on somebody's back, but still letting them, you know, be their own person. You know,
that's why I wouldn't date me. But
I'm petty. I'm like dead ass. Like I have to have my give back. I don't give a fuck what we talking about, or what the situation is. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna find a way to get my. Even if that shit be like 2 weeks later, I'll be like, I told you I was gonna get you back. Like I can't. I don't know. Like,
is this after the fact? Even when things are good,
I don't give a fuck. Like, you gonna remember? I don't know. Like, I don't. You never finna have one up on me. Never. I don't give a what the situation is. Never.
I like that.
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say I might be a little bit like unaware of sometimes. That might be like more. I think I could not be all the way aware of people's feelings at certain times. It's just like, oh, you good.
Right.
You gotta be good. If you wasn't, you would have said something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what happens in turn, I usually ask, you straight? You good? You good? Because maybe I feel like I might have been distant too much. I don't know. I've heard like, you could at least check on me type shit. I'll be trying to check. But, you know, the way you are is the way you are.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean.
That was a good question, though.
That was a good question. I like good self-reflection.
Yes, it makes you think of, like...
Yeah. So, okay, you know what's hot, too.
Go ahead.
Y'all eating a nigga ass for $100 million? $100 million?
No. Fuck no. Nigga could be like, oh, it's just like a bitch. No, the fuck it's not. Because the balls are near the gooch versus a pussy. Stop playing. No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing any
$100 million
homosexual for money. Like, I just feel like that's where selling your soul comes.
Yeah.
Like,
so no number.
You do anything for
you don't not a number. It's no number.
A nigga is not spreading his hairy ass cheeks. Fuck no.
I can't.
And I'm visual as hell. Fuck no.
You're never gonna forget that shit.
Never. Yeah. And you got one time to fucking grunt or make. Fuck no.
Fart in your face.
Fuck no. I'm done. Nope. It's not
Taste tea.
Strong ass back. How would that work for a girl though?
Yeah, I was like, because bitches do it for free. I couldn't really think of like a...
Right.
What is the equivalent?
Because females are more susceptible to do to other bitches, so that don't count either.
You know.
A shitty ass? I don't know.
A nigga just took a shit, and you know he ain't a good wiper, and he like, what's up?
Y'all eating...
Like eating a girl out on her period?
Yeah, eating period.
No,
I say the shitty ass.
Shit is still worse.
So for us, is a regular nigga's ass, but for y'all, a nigga just took like he had diarrhea type shit, and you know he not a good wiper. That's
not the same. That's nasty. Wait, hold on.
But
they're not losing their womanhood for this.
Yeah, but hygiene goes down. Like, you eat over some shit. Like, that's you nasty. You gonna eat fecal matter, nigga, for money? That's disgusting.
$100 million though, as a woman.
So would you eat shit?
No, I'm saying as a woman, it doesn't seem as bad. Like, I just ate this nigga shitty ass for $100 million.
Nah,
like
I'm talking about diarrhea, nigga. Like you could clearly see this nigga just went to town on the toilet.
Dog. If it was a woman, I would eat her shitty ass for $100 million.
You nasty? Fuck no! I thought you was gonna say that.
You would eat it. You would eat a shitty woman.
No, you think that kills me? Die. That is fucking fecal matter.
The thing that kills me is the fact that it's a man. I'm not into eating shit. It's just if it was a woman, 100. Are you asking them? Would you eat shit for $100 million?
Yes. No. Nigga.
Sandwich, nigga.
Not a shit sandwich. I'm wild.
I don't want to, but after that $100 million come,
you're gonna be dead, okay?
Or let a homeless person spit in your mouth.
Oh my god.
Hey, I mean, I don't know.
I'm not doing it.
So you just ruined it. Ew.
I mean, look.
For $100 million. See, I'm not forgetting the end goal here.
The answer is no.
It's only one time.
Bodily fluids, cashews, you lost your fucking mind.
Yes,
you will let a homeless man loogie his shit in your mouth?
See, y'all keep saying homeless man. Why does it have to be a man? Can it be a woman?
It could be a homeless woman.
A homeless woman. 100 mil?
Yes.
So, all right, I get. So you need to tell me when we shot that video, if one of the females would have got out their tent and been like, "Come here," and spit in your mouth.
I'm not going to.
And you know we was at that pissy ass bridge. You know exactly what I'm talking
For the
about.
100 mil, no. But for the 100 mil.
For the 100 mil, see, y'all just forgetting 100
I don't
mil.
like spit.
100 mil is a lot of fucking money.
I can't though.
You'll be thinking to yourself, you be
Cashews.
like, after you don't get the money, you go like, man, I
You
should've
gotta
been
But
saving
think about it like
You
this
gotta swallow
though.
it.
How many celebrities you know die from medical shit? Money cannot save your life when you have an
What's
illness.
the worst that could happen from
AIDS.
spit? You can't get AIDS from spit.
Yes, you can.
Nope.
Bodily fluid
Not
shit.
spit.
Yes. Try.
Not spit.
Go try it.
Look, they said if that was the point,
So you would
would
let
get
it,
it
so you would let an
kissing.
AIDS spit nigga spit in your mouth?
No,
I'm not.
Okay, an AIDS woman. So you would let it? Okay, sorry. So you would let an AIDS woman spit in your mouth?
How did we get here? How did we get here? AIDS woman.
Because this nigga apparently would just do anything for $100 million. You're scaring me.
He wouldn't eat no male booty.
Neither no gay stuff.
No
Yeah.
gay. I can't.
But he said if it's from a woman, it wouldn't matter.
Look, y'all. All I'm thinking about is the fact of
That you getting the money.
when
$100 million.
At some point in your life, you had all of these things in your mouth and you didn't even know. And when you was a baby, think about all the things that was probably in your mouth as a baby.
Well, I didn't know. So
Yeah.
It wasn't a homeless person.
you ain't own shit.
Okay.
What's the difference between a baby and a homeless person?
Nah, dead ass though.
That's true.
They ain't got no.
This nigga hell.
No, but I like the first question.
Yeah.
The first
So my
question
answer was
disturbed
no.
me.
I'm straight.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm straight.
For 100 mil, I can't get past the fact that it's only one time. Once you do it one time, it's over forever.
But that'd be the same thing with the
nigga
gay
thing.
thing. That'd be the same.
No,
thing.
that's-
one time.
that's forever.
it.
No, how? No.
it's
That's
not
forever. Once you do it, it's done.
And
Okay,
just like
that's
Every time you at the club spending money, you be like, damn, I hate that nigga.
Exactly.
No.
If you kill somebody,
it's one and done.
You're
You
a
gotta forget
murderer
about it.
forever.
But you got to forget about it though.
you can't forget
The
about it.
same way you forget about somebody spitting in your mouth and all that other stuff, you got to forget about it.
It's not the same.
What?
It's not the same.
Anytime you get money for a sexual favor, you're not gonna forget. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
How you get that 100 mil? Look at this.
Right,
crib.
look at this nigga
All
out
I had
there.
to do was eat that shit sandwich.
Not that shit.
None of your business.
that's disgusting.
That's
what-
very disgusting.
That was come have a taste of tea.
Right, that was coming out with y'all.
That's wild.
Yo, we ain't supposed to. This reminds me of the earlier episodes.
Oh yeah.
That shit's there.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me get what's Carly. Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Yes, I have.
Carly Russell, come to the stage, man. Come on up here,
This
man.
shit wild, bro. Bro. First of all,
All right, go ahead, kick it off, cause I got some things.
so it started off as a woman. She got I think it was her brother-in-law, something like that. He got a phone call saying she was on the highway and it's a little kid, and then all of a sudden she starts screaming. The phone go out. Shorty go missing for 2 days.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, she pop back up like, "What's up?" So they like, shit don't seem right. So as all they start doing cameras and shit. Come to find out there was no child. Shorty was, I think she stole a bathrobe and some shit from her job. Checked in at a hotel. Was looking at movies and shit. Like, if you wanted some alone time, you should just say something.
Look here. I'm gonna say like this. We all done dealt with a crazy ass bitch like that.
Don't look at me like that.
Did y'all see about the
Those
search
crazy,
history?
those crazy bitches.
The
be
search
having-
history.
it
that
was
they found?
taking shit like that,
It
y'all.
was the Amber Alerts. How much did it cost to get an Amber
Yeah.
Alert?
Shorty wanted clout. It was just about
Crazy
clout.
She was
You're
trying
dumb.
to get. She was trying to get attention from her
Yeah.
She
boyfriend.
done got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it was,
fired her.
it was
They
crazy
was like-
stuff.
I didn't take this as, everybody was trying to say this. I'm still gonna listen to black women. I didn't take this as black women nothing. This is her. This is an isolated incident. This is an isolated incident.
No, I think coming from a black woman, people were saying it as like
The cry wolf kind
we
of thing.
already have enough
On our plate.
problems with people believing us.
Yeah.
Right, and you out
So
here lying and
you,
shit.
as being a black woman, you're making it even worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But do y'all think that she was just trying to get attention from her boyfriend and it went too far, or this is what she wanted?
I think this is what she wanted.
to go viral.
I think this is what
Everybody
she
wants to go
wanted
viral.
only just because of the premeditated thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you already had played out in your mind this outcome could be this way or
Right,
this.
right.
You knew they was gonna talk about you on the news and shit when you saw a baby, a toddler on the
She said
a toddler
all the right
on
things.
the fucking
Bruh,
highway. Girl, shut the fuck up.
As soon as she said that, I didn't follow this. I
You know
didn't
how
follow
far
it.
people's houses are from highways?
Yeah.
Like for a toddler to
Yeah.
even where we live. Granted, we have the highway up there, but that's going past all the stores. Like, nah, bro.
And it was
it's
nighttime
bullshit.
too. And
It's bullshit.
here's my thing: if a toddler's walking on the highway, you know she wasn't the only one on the highway. Somebody else would report. I feel like they would have got multiple calls.
Yeah,
from
or it would have been a
people.
car accident
Yeah.
where like her parents maybe died and she got
She
out or
wouldn't
something.
been the
but-
only person that called about that
Facts,
toddler.
facts.
Because as soon as anybody, if I see a toddler,
Well,
walking
they
on the
said it
sidewalk,
was in
I'm
the
calling too.
it was late and
I still feel
wherever
like
they
somebody
was
else
at,
saw
it wasn't like I guess it was like you know
It wasn't a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
When I-
'cause you know
when I
in
heard
Raleigh, if
that-
it don't, you know the city shut down at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
heard that was bullshit. I knew for a fact that didn't happen. I didn't follow
What
this
she say?
closely.
Some white man came out the woods, or some dude came out the woods with orange hair and a bald spot, and said, "I'm here for the baby" or something like that, and pushed her in an 18-wheeler. Then all of a sudden she went from the 18-wheeler to a car, and then back to another car. And then she ended up where she was, and some lady was feeding her crackers the next day.
But
See,
it-
that's
And
what
I'm
that's
like,
what makes me feel like
Jussie
she
Smollett.
wanted
It was
the
just weird.
You
attention
seen that
Yeah.
video?
from the internet
Yeah,
and not
absolutely.
just like her
Yes.
boyfriend, just because
Yeah, she
of
wanted to go
the
viral.
The whole story was
extreme.
weird.
You see what I'm saying? Is like you wanted to get because even after this, you got to think she's getting interviews and she's
Yeah.
you know what I'm
It's
saying.
not
You're
gonna be the
getting
attention that you want though.
They trying to charge. They trying to
Yeah.
press charges
She
now.
need it.
because you done wasted all
she-
this
all these
government,
resources,
you
yeah.
know,
Crazy.
and you know all cause the internet, you know, it's driving people crazy. And I know this ain't on there. Y'all been seeing that AI girl though? I mean, the girl who's been playing like the AI thing, the girl with the blonde hair. And
Gang
it's-
gang. Gang
yeah,
gang.
yes,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
like a girl,
Yeah,
right, like
yeah.
oh, thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Like so, apparently, if the girl, first of all. The girl be on some bullshit. I guess she was telling at first she was like 15 and she's really 27.
Yeah, she don't look 15.
Well, when she came out, she was already like 19, but she was saying she was 15 then, and now she's like 28. She's Canadian,
Yeah.
and first that shit's crazy. She's like so I guess it's
Right,
a
I'm
new
just
thing. Okay, all right, because we didn't talk about it. It just popped in my head because we talked about like she is like on the games like the AI people like the
Yeah.
so she do that but in real life on TikTok streams
okay.
Yeah.
like.
That
And
shit
people,
weird.
you can send her live stuff, and
It's
she
called an
takes
NPC.
it. Yes,
Non-playable
Like,
character.
oh,
Yeah.
and she just and she takes this, but it's like live.
Kind of like that movie that came out with that dude.
Shit,
Yeah. She got her
crazy.
son in the
I
background when
was
she doing
watching
that. I was
it
like, your
for
son don't need to
hours,
see
though.
you
It
doing
kind
all
of
that
sucked me
shit.
in though.
It's
It's
Carly
just
Russell.
That shit weird, but that Carly Russell shit, man.
Ridiculous.
Jussie Smollett part 2.
everybody
Facts.
want
Yeah.
to be just relevant for something.
Yeah.
I need stuff to start happening to people who do when it's actually proven. Like, let's take
you
all
really
the
did
people out
something
there
wrong?
when shit really happens to you.
Yes.
We're gonna take you out, but all the people that go through all this and do all this lying and deceiving, I think it need to be real ass consequences
Yes.
for you.
Well, they did though. They got him though. He got prosecuted.
No, I
pretty
want
good.
some real ass. You need
Think about
5 years.
bro. They canceled the whole show on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Jail
That shit
time.
was
I think that's
jail
harsh
time.
only just because it does cost money to.
Lock your ass. up.
but in that defense, if what he's saying is proven right, that person he's accusing does go to jail though. So it's like, why not give them the same treatment that you wanted them to get for lying? Person, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm like, oh well, so and so raped me. In my mind, if I tell the cops, I want them to go to jail for however long a rapist goes to jail. So if I'm lying, I think I should be able to go to jail for however long. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that shit ain't right. Like,
so you just
trying
go
to
home.
take their life.
You just go home like nothing happened. So and if you want to look at it like that, maybe she does have mental illness.
Yeah.
because clearly
That shit ain't- yeah, that
something's
She was
off.
tested though. There's nothing wrong with her.
They always trying to say somebody crazy.
There was
for
nothing
doing
wrong
some
with her. That's
bullshit.
the
I
first
know.
thing they
I knew
tested.
of some situations back in the day where a motherfucker that came up with an elaborate story
Yeah.
about some shit that
Very
happened.
much so.
Yeah, and
I've done it.
Yeah.
People, well, not people.
I feel like every man at some point
Has dealt
I
with
feel like
a-
when women get to that point where they learning what attention is
Yeah.
and how
Oh,
to make a
man,
man
what?
react, they'll come up with some wild ass shit. It started off with the get my best friend to call you on the phone and
Like,
act
act like you
I-
trying to talk to
you
her or
know what I'm
something like
saying?
that, yeah.
All of that stuff, that's the baby part of it. When he grows
call him
up,
and tell him I'm in the hospital.
exactly. Oh my god.
For real.
Tell him I'm sick.
I have got that call. I'm in the hospital. Shit, you want to
Yup.
see if somebody care? Like you're
They at the
childish.
fuck-
Nah,
house.
I went home.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
sent me home because
Oh man, you got me one time. I only got one time with that, and it was from somebody because it happens with people that you love. One time, motherfuckers like, man, I almost got hit by a car. Some dude tried to kidnap me. Okay, so when you start asking certain questions, you be like, okay, this shit don't make it don't add up. Now I'm over your ass.
Shit, I do you better than that. Motherfucker was supposedly on the phone. Motherfucker started ringing while they was on the phone.
Damn.
So you're talking to nobody now. Oh, you crazy for real?
Motherfucker ripped my charger trying to act like you was something.
Yes.
Two of my chargers. I said, bitch, you really walk around here acting like you talking to somebody?
She started ringing. I'm like,
throw some at your ass. Real ass deep conversations too.
Carly Russell.
Carly Russell, man, get your shit together.
Nah,
man.
for real, because you're going down.
You going down. Superstar Pride got first degree murder. All right.
The story was heartbreaking though. His grandma saw everything. Apparently he ran up. Her grandson was a barber in the back of like some kind of mobile home or something like that. And he ran up. I guess it was over some kind of fact that he didn't want to be in his video or help him make more money, according to the grandmother. The grandmother was home. Superstar Pride ran up, chased him out of the mobile home, and started firing at him. Shot him, I think, twice in the back. He ended up in a field, and the grandmother ran after him, of course, and said he kept firing at him, fired at his legs, fired at his back, fired at him,
damn.
and then turned around, pointed it at the grandmother's head, and said, "Are you gonna tell?" And the grandmother was like, "No, of course, because she didn't want to die."
Right.
So she said she thought it was over, but he came back and shot him one more time in the head, and then got in a pickup truck and took off. He abandoned the pickup truck later, and then was caught and turned himself in.
It was a little deeper
But
than you don't want to be in my video.
That is so
Right.
sad.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that nigga done did some
Somebody
wild
owed
shit.
some
Well,
money or
that's
something.
all the grandmother knew. Of course, she doesn't know the real reason as to why it happened.
That
But the
sound
fact
like
that
some
she had to
drug
see that is
transaction or
crazy to me. It was awful.
I just don't understand why people throw everything away when they start seeing a glimmer of success.
Yeah.
Like you see a little bit of success. This song is pretty known.
Because the crazy part about it is a lot of the most successful people come from the most fucked up places.
Yeah.
So it's
You
like you
could
can't
take
diss
the
it,
nigga
and there
out
you go,
the
but you
hood,
can't
take the hood out the. That's a
nigga.
I
real
will put a
thing.
bag
To
on you
kill him,
before I
that-
do
You can
that.
say
That's
all
real.
day, "Oh man, I don't see how you do that shit," but when you really about that life,
And that's
I don't
all
give a
you
fuck about no
know,
millions
like-
of dollars, nigga. I'm a thug for
I
real.
want to know what that nigga did to him.
Me too.
It's some reason. It's something
For
more.
him to stop, go back.
He
and
might have
shoot him
robbed
head
his
one more
ass
time,
I
and-
feel like
don't
it's
know.
either like a robbery, like drugs or something. It's
It's
always
something.
or a female. It could be
Because that's some that's overkill.
yes,
Yeah.
it is. That's a crime of passion.
And
is
you
what they
didn't
call
care that the grandmother was right
No.
there.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
crime of
wild
passion.
shit. We ain't gonna say free you.
right at all.
Yeah, keep
You gonna
this.
see you in prison.
As in the state of
That shit wild.
An 8-year-old's mom.
This
18-year-old.
18-year-old's
She was 18.
mom.
Yeah, she 18.
The kid's 8.
No, the kid is 2.
No, he's-
He 2. 2 or 3.
Three. He's 3.
I might say, yeah, he was a little young. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw this, well, first of all, I thought she got lumped up or something. I didn't know she had like a condition or something with her fucking face or whatever.
Yeah.
But so she went on the internet on, I guess, like a black website or some
Hire
shit
a
and tried to
hitman.
hire. Well, not try. She hired a hitman and was like, take him far, far away, and if you happen to kill him, then so be it. Type shit. She said she got tired of being a mother.
She didn't hire the hitman though. Like the website was called something like hirehitman.com, but it was a prank website though. Like
Right.
the dude, he did it to see like how many people
but
could
she was
possibly
trying to be
send it
dead.
in.
She was dead ass
She
serious.
was serious with it. Yeah, I was like,
So
he
you
needs to go
stupid
away.
as hell.
Yeah.
So you ain't got no sense but to go type in hirehitman.com.
Yeah.
Like that's really
That's
just
how
gonna
simple
be,
people are.
That's what
Hire
you
a
think.
hitman to kill my toddler.
Right. But let me put on my no search browser.
Exactly. Get the fuck
It's
out of
crazy.
here. We said this the second week where we done had
Moms.
something like this.
Mom, yeah, the last one was that cocaine with the bottle.
If you don't
yeah.
want to be a motherfucking parent,
We already talked about that postpartum stuff though. Like, I don't know. But I think
But
she way past postpartum.
I did see this one thing. They're saying that sometimes, like, women don't not necessarily have a choice, but it's like, because they was asking her where the father was, and she was like, she don't know, or some shit like that, whatever. But they were saying that, like, some women don't get that choice. Like, you have to deal with that baby by your, not saying it makes it right, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
you only got to deal with that baby by yourself until you take it to an adoption agency.
I mean, true, yeah.
Like, I just don't understand why you go through all of this shit. All of that time you was typing in that website, hire hitman. You could be typing in places I could take my infant after
you can go to a fire station.
No,
places.
First of of all, it's not that easy to just know.
That ain't what Shorty. Remember, I know y'all seen that one video.
Yes,
she called DFAX and they came and got
she
them.
had still have to prove to be unfit. It don't
Just say it.
It doesn't work like that. I'm not saying that.
It takes months and months of like
investigation.
Investigations
It's just
and shit
not
like that.
lie. You really have
So
to.
you mean to tell me if somebody called CBS and was like, I don't want to be a parent if you don't come get them, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking care of them.
And they're going to investigate. They're not.
They wouldn't just take them off the rip.
No, it
That's
doesn't
wild.
work. Just
They
like
should.
they even when they like drop your kids. First of all, they'd be very specific. They say drop your newborns off, not your kids.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's easier to be adopted.
You see what I'm saying? They don't. You ever notice that it's never drop your kids off?
Yeah.
It's drop your
That's a
baby
full
off, and then it's like even in that, it's
like a puppy. They don't know anything.
You would like say if like the kid is lost or if you drop them off, or you know how they be finding kids. What they do? They look for the parents and they breaking them back to your ass. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I feel you.
Yeah.
It's some more options besides killing them.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying.
I feel what you're saying.
But
like,
it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, this shit happening so much now. I'm just starting to feel like motherfuckers really
And
just
then
want
her
to catch
mom
bodies.
got the little boy. And that's what she said. She was like, he's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She could have gave him to the mother. You know what I'm saying? That should be wild.
Mental illness is real.
You know,
that's all
crazy.
we. That's another one. This is just.
I
mental
think that
illness.
shit was a one night stand. Because no offense, she has. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
she got what?
a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just. I feel like it might have been a one night stand, nigga. Like I don't want nobody to know that shit went down.
Yeah,
and it was just like, you know what I'm saying. But 3 years old, you should have known you didn't want that nigga after the first year. I'm just being 100.
Man, the thing that get me of that is just how much abuse was that child dealing with up until the point where this happens.
Yeah,
you don't just wake up one day and be like, I don't want you.
Yeah.
It's a
it
lot
starts
of bullshit.
with neglect.
Shut the fuck
up.
Right.
Exactly.
Or giving them cocaine through a bottle. You know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pick your poison. Pick your poison. All right. Poly relationship with all your exes,
Oh shit.
or marriage to a person of your dreams, but they have an incurable STD.
Oh my god. Look like me and Bacon Good got herpes together. What the fuck you talking about?
We got it together.
I rub cream on your bumps. You rub cream on mine.
here together. Together.
I don't give a fuck.
Ugh.
I'm picking the STD.
I'm picking-
thing.
Yeah. We got AIDS together. I don't give a fuck. We gonna die together.
I can't do
I love
exes.
Look, but when I wanted to eat the shit sandwich,
First of all, that's different. I ain't gotta eat nothing. You never say anything about eating anything.
All I gotta do is burn for a little bit. I'll burn a little
For
bit.
incurable.
No. Yeah, I'm okay. Then I guess I'll be burning the flare ups. I don't care.
Not
but I'd
burning
rather
and
do
the
that.
flare-ups.
Shit, I'd rather do that. All you do is ask, "Are you flaring up right now, baby?"
No, do that. I know somebody with herpes. It ain't all. It don't. They
It's
don't.
not. It just
It's not every
dumps
day.
all- but when you think about, it's other ones that's incurable. AIDS.
I should have specified.
Gonorrhea.
I
You see what I'm saying?
I was
Like-
gonna say permanent gonorrhea, but I
Oh,
just
God.
I didn't want to narrow it
Still.
down.
But you said of my dreams.
Yeah, of your dreams.
Shit.
I'd rather do that.
I mean, it's
I'd
no
be
different
happy.
from them Roy's flaring up. Go they get that cream in the back.
I'm trying to tell you.
Love is love. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No different than taking care of a chick on her period.
You go on vacation,
You know what's going
add that
down.
cream to your checklist on the
Yeah, no.
suitcase, throw it in the bag.
We
You know, there
finna
you
be
go.
living it up.
We
You do
it.
Hollywood your ex?
You do poly?
Hell
I
no.
I'm not doing poly with
I
none of my
can't do my
exes. I
exes.
guess. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They are
Think about that.
ex-stories.
Exactly.
Yes.
And all at one
All
time?
it was, bitch.
Exactly.
Fuck away from me.
I'm about to kill you.
Bitches.
Bitches, all you.
can't. Oh, my
Especially
God.
your stupid ass. Look,
Right, exactly. Niggas having flashbacks.
I can't.
Yeah, I'll be in jail about in 24 hours.
Oh
I'm
my
not doing
God.
that.
Too, y'all
Right,
gladly
yeah,
took
what?
that CD.
Okay, so everything in your phone leaked, like everything, pictures, passwords, banks, whatever. Everything in your phone leaked on the internet, or you gotta have sex in front of your family.
Y'all just finna see me fucking today.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
a
not
couple
second
moves
with
I
my
can teach
family.
y'all if you wanna.
Yeah. I have to do the family thing. I'll be ashamed, but I gotta do it.
Hey,
Y'all know
as long
the
as I ain't gotta
crazy
look
thing?
at them like I'm right here, they behind me. I don't give a fuck.
The worst thing about it is it's all like the same thing.
Yeah.
When you're really breaking down.
Cause the shit on my phone, they gonna see it anyway. Goddamn.
You can either watch it in person
Oh,
or
you can
see it.
goddamn right.
No,
but see, it's
you
the banks for me. You gotta
said
take my money.
bank stuff and stuff.
That's what I
like
say,
that.
yeah.
don't
Yeah,
want
it's your
that shit
phone. It's your
released. I
whole
can't.
phone. It's leaked.
I can't.
Yeah.
That's my Cash App. That's bank.
And
That's
you
everything.
can switch
No.
all of that shit.
That's
No.
what that's how I feel.
But think about the pictures and shit. It's just like they gonna see it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through the trouble.
I'd rather have not. So you gonna catch this shit in HD today?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could fuck in front of my family physically. I don't know if I could make it happen.
Oh, like yeah.
Oh, like
Oh
actually.
Yeah.
You got no
It's gonna be
choice.
the worst shit you ever saw in
It'll be
life.
hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, they never say how long. You got about a hot 3 pumps. Ugh, all right, that's it. You never said how long.
All right.
Daddy, what are you doing?
Wow.
You don't play mommy?
You're making it worse.
It's always worse.
Get off my daughter.
Get off my daughter. Okay.
Get your mouth out of there.
For real.
I can't with y'all.
Dive in.
I'll go. Okay. Mine's pretty bad. Okay, so never be able to make a dime, like no checks, no nothing for the next 20 years, or lose a day of your life every time you drink something.
Wait.
Hold on, say that one more time.
Never be able to make a dime at all. No money for the next 20 years.
Okay.
Or lose one day of your life every time you drink anything.
God damn.
I'm never making a dime.
making no money.
I'm living off the grid.
You know why? Because the way I drink, I'll be dead by tomorrow.
Yo,
I'm a thirsty motherfucker. Like, I can't do it.
I'm living off the grid because
Yeah.
that's not. It's you can do anything.
possible.
I go pitch a tent before I die.
For real.
Because I be thirsty. Yeah.
I'm thirsty right now.
Me too. I keep looking at that bottle of water, so I'm like, dang, let me get a sip. No?
What you doing?
I'm living off the grid too.
Okay, bad.
I can't.
Yeah.
Right. You got one?
All right. So I just made this up in my head, but free weed for the rest of your life, but you can't get high, or free liquor for the rest of your life, but you can't get drunk.
So, what pointless habit do you want to pick up?
Pretty much.
Neither.
You have to pick one.
I'm picking the weed because they got CBD.
But
It's
you
other
have to
thing.
do it though. Like it's not like, oh, I just won't do it. Like you have, like you're a
You know-
pothead or you're an alcoholic, but it just does nothing for you.
Okay, so look, with the weed, the getting high part ain't the only thing that comes from. You can relax from the CBD part of it. So
You know what, nigga? Nothing happens. It's like fucking smoking a paperless cigarette, nigga. It's nothing.
So, which pointless
It's literally just
habit?
puffing. It's literally blowing smoke out your mouth.
So that means none of the bad things happen either, right?
Yeah, nothing. Nothing.
So
happens.
it's like basically drinking liquor would be like drinking water.
pretty
So
much.
bad
Alright, I'm
weed or
drinking.
bad liquor?
I'm just had a bad liquor then.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm going for the liquor too. I like to smoke. Fuck that. I have an attitude. And I've had CBD before. That shit pisses me off.
But it does relax you though.
No, it does not.
I guess I'll pick
When
the
you're a real weed
you
smoker,
smoke
no, the
weed,
fuck
you
it
know
does
it does.
not.
I like it.
No,
It
it
makes me
doesn't.
like almost sleepy.
That's just a bullshit.
Right, that shit like
Wait, what type of CBD did y'all have? Did y'all have a
Nigga,
gas
all
station
the
shit?
kinds.
Nigga, the
I have all the
kind from
kinds.
the smoke
Delta
shops,
8, all that dumb shit.
No, only that one time. Remember when we was in, I think,
Myrtle
South Korea? Yeah, Myrtle, and you got that pen? That was like Delta 8 because we had got it at that little
That
thing.
shit start giving me a headache.
But we was high
A
though.
little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I was relaxed.
Okay.
Blast from the past.
I'm gonna do old commercials like the Wolfman.
Ask for the wolf.
Oh,
Ken
what?
Nugent.
That was my
Y'all
shit.
remember that?
Hey, ask for Donna.
Asphodonna.
That was my
Come on now, y'all.
I remember he died. I was so hurt. I didn't know that
credit
nigga.
We was talking about the other day. How did everybody know he died?
Remember they put it out. He was like,
He had a heart attack.
The Wolfman passed away, but you
Yeah.
still ask for Donna.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I was all hurt and shit.
The free creditreport.com jingles.
So at least
No, my shit was the what's that damn OxyClean? That was
Yep.
my. He was so
Yep.
in.
The guy-
I wanted some
yeah.
OxyClean so
yeah.
fucking bad.
So bad.
OxyClean.
When he put it that thing in the water turned white, I was like, damn, that shit fire.
that shit look
amazing.
brand new after that.
First of all, because that's not even the same shirt, sir.
And it-
Right.
exactly.
You can't-
That's not the same
That's like
shirt.
the dishwasher when they
OxyClean was
show
fun.
you the brand new pan versus
Yup,
the one
yup.
with the stain.
Because you just got like out the plastic. Like
Exactly.
Have you ever seen the thing behind commercials? How they really do this shit?
Yeah.
Like, how it's
half
not
of the
real
shit
food and
don't
shit?
even
Yeah.
be
And it be
like
fake.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh my god,
Like
they
the
put
burgers.
whipped cream on shit.
Yeah,
That-
yeah. It'd be dish soap instead, or like
and
the
the
ice
glue
cream.
for pizza
Yeah.
to make it look like
The cheese,
yeah.
yeah.
They got me fucked up because
We should have every time you go out to eat, it looks nothing like the commercial.
it doesn't.
That shouldn't even like the picture they
the
show
first
us.
life lesson is McDonald's.
First of all, my Big Mac ain't
It's
never
all
looked
flat.
that nice
No,
layer with
ever,
the cheese barely
ever.
sticking
Bro,
out.
when you take that cheeseburger,
That should be sticking to the wrapper.
skinny and
That shit like they do it on the floor.
that depends on the sandwich maker. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but in real, and I know this sounds so stupid, but whatever. Like I really used to take pride in my sandwiches
But
at
me and
Wendy's.
Cashew talked about that. The price
And-
has gone down.
You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays,
I
people don't
really
give a fuck. They
used
just trying
to
to get a check.
make my shit. It used to look nice.
man, there's certain places where you could go and get hot food. I'm talking about every time it just be like blazing.
Yeah.
But then you go to other ones, everything is cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
It tastes
yeah, we
like
don't care.
yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, so talk about Chick-fil-A, how everybody always big it up, and man, I done had
Chick-fil-A,
bad experiences.
I done had
at
bad Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
It
Bro, I
don't
done had
work.
cold sandwiches.
I went to Chick-fil-A last week, and they were like, "Oh, 2 cars ahead, pay for your food," and I was like, "Oh, bless it." You know,
You ever paid? You do it?
I've done it, but I didn't do it that day.
Oh, you ain't shit.
Yeah,
You broke the chain, Cashews.
I know. I was in a rush, like I really was. Like,
But you were going to pay for your food anyway.
So it was like
ain't shit.
I was just happy
Man,
that the
what?
shit was paid for and I could leave.
So you took it
know
as a
what
go to do it?
I'm saying? It went fast.
You know you needed that food.
Look, I shouldn't have been there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some last minute shit. But I done went in Chick-fil-A and shit. They gave me a piece of biscuit the other day.
Wow.
Like I got a spicy chicken biscuit and it was like half flat and half like it was literally like this was the top biscuit and the bottom one was like this big. And I was like, so somebody was trying to eat off this shit or something.
Okay.
So I got there. I pulled. You know, you get to eating your shit on the way out. I look at it and I was like, man, I'm going back. They
Just
be
one
big in
time, I
Chick-fil-A.
remember, no bullshit, I ordered a McChicken. That bitch had no chicken on it. I
They just
swear
gave
to
you a
God-
Mc?
I swear to God, all it was the lettuce, the mayo, and the fucking bun.
Wow.
And I got like halfway down the street. You not in the car. I'm about to. The fuck is nigga? No chicken whatsoever.
Ain't nobody
Nigga,
had more bad
how?
experiences than me when it comes to
Yeah,
eating
you got
out.
hair in
My
his
mom
food,
got a
all
raw
kind of
burger
shit.
before.
I
Like,
got
it
a
was
raw burger
straight
before
raw.
too. I
Yeah.
cooked
Like
on the outside.
uncooked.
Yeah. You should have
Yeah.
kept that. She should have kept that and tried to get some
No,
money.
she took it back. Yeah, she took it back. And
I
got
haven't
her.
had too many like bad restaurant.
Man, in life, I had too many. It almost happens every other time.
Yeah.
Really, I guess for me, like I kind of always get the same kind of thing, or
Yeah.
either variations of the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really fuck up no shrimp Alfredo or like a steak and potato or.
Oh, they can.
I mean, they can, you know, if they
yeah.
don't cook it well, but it's very, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, it's just it's under seasoned or overcooked.
Exactly.
That's the only really way you can fuck it
Well,
up. A
old
steak, you know what I'm
commercials
saying?
was my blast from the past.
Right.
I don't know who's next.
Right.
Well,
Right, we
off
done
the
went to
restaurants
right.
and
We
stuff.
went on a tangent.
Right, mine was kind of like that. Remember TGI Fridays,
Oh,
the show
yeah.
lineup we used to watch fucking
TGI
like on TV,
Yeah.
it was like Step by Step, and I think it was
Family Matters.
Remember when Steve went to space?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Oh my
remember
God.
that.
That's when the show was over with.
Yeah, it was when him and Laura got together. It just
Yeah.
wasn't. But yeah,
I do remember. Thank God it's Friday.
that was
TGI.
that's mine.
I mean, well, we're all pretty older crowd. What was y'all very first car that you drove? Not that you own. Like, what was the very first car you got behind the wheel? Was like, all right, shit. Mine was that fucking that Pro.
The Ford Pro.
Yep, it was a Ford
Okay.
Pro.
Yeah.
And I remember that shit. First of all, it jerked when you drove it. So that shit
And
Not jerk.
our
Yes, it
brother
did.
tried to take the exhaust. I don't know. He tried to lower the car, but it was
this
loud.
one Fast and Furious just came out.
and he tried to like hook
Yup.
up the car. It was.
He was like, "You want to drive it?" And I think I had to be like 12 or some
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
and that shit was
no.
like,
Like,
Was it jerking like that on purpose?
yeah,
Like
yes, it was.
Wow.
There was something wrong with it.
Well, my blast from the past is just gonna be sleepovers with all your cousins when you was a kid.
at your grandma's house,
Yeah,
or you know, at your
trying
love
to. Do y'all remember trying to?
sleepovers.
You asked my mama because she gonna say no.
Man, what? Yeah.
Oh, my
she said,
God.
"Yeah, you."
Yeah.
It was kind of easy for us though, because a lot of our childhood, we all lived in the same apartment complex,
Oh, okay.
so it was easy
Come
to
over.
just like walk over. We lived in the same complex.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's why I remember when the trend came out wearing like shorts, undershorts like that. I know that's why we did it, because it was always like if we went to our cousin's house, we automatically had pajamas. And I'm like, "What you wearing for pajamas?" "I got shorts on under these." You know, wow, we got them every time. Like,
We had pajamas.
we grew up different, okay?
Yes.
We grew. You know what I'm saying?
But you were very humble.
We had some pajamas that got passed through the family. I remember I had these Super Mario World pajamas. My little cousin ended up
Everybody
with
had
those.
them.
They just got passed around. Like
That's terrible.
Florida family gets $800K for the chicken nugget lawsuit.
That shit is crazy.
That's a blessing, man. Because I don't understand how hot a nugget can really be. Did
She
it
ordered-
burn her
She
tongue
ordered
or
a
her skin?
6-piece nugget.
it-
She
it
ordered a
bro-
6-piece nugget. She handed it to her daughter.
And it fell,
she
and it
dropped
burnt her
between the
daughter's
car
leg.
seat
Yeah.
and her
And
leg,
it
her
burnt
thigh,
her.
and it burnt her leg. That's what I'm saying. Like,
So the box
even
wasn't open and the bag wasn't open.
No.
no,
Okay,
and she
the
took it out, and her mother gave her the nugget, and the nugget fell, and it was wedged in between
But
the car seat and her leg.
So it didn't burn her mother when she fucking handed it to her, or she didn't realize how
No, she
fucking
handed her
hot
the
it
box.
was.
She handed her the box. I guess she didn't
Oh,
take into consideration
okay,
the box,
okay.
you know? And then the chicken nugget fell, and it burned her.
But
It gave her
see-
2nd-degree burns on her thigh.
I'm a parent though. That's bullshit, because anytime I've ever given my
You
child
check it
food,
first.
I
You
check
blow
it. I don't give a
it,
fuck
yeah.
where it comes from. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much of a rush I'm in. You can be like, "Oh, I just got to drive through," and she was crying. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but the little girl, you gotta think though, too. Though she looked like she was about 4, 5, a bigger. She's not like
so she
2.
can kinda like,
You see what I'm saying? And that is a difference from.
But
being,
at the time, she was younger. Like
they won. Yeah, she just now.
Okay.
McDonald's was going for that shit.
Well, I'm handing my daughter nothing in the back that I don't blow off first. I'm assuming it's already hot. Like, you know, so I'm going to check.
It better be damn hot.
Still, like,
that mistake got her 800 bands.
All I'm saying is, even in you handing somebody that shit, got to be hot to burn.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's that hot, first of all, them Happy Meals are made with about this much damn fucking cardboard. You could feel the heat through that motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no different than that white woman who sued them for that fucking coffee and won. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you would think McDonald's would learn their fucking lesson, but apparently
because it shouldn't be that fucking. It's not supposed to be that hot.
But it's just like, if it's fresh out the fryer, what do you want me to do? Make you wait or not give it to you?
I don't know.
What I'm saying? Like, think about that.
But even, you know, like, don't they have like the signs where it's like even supposed to be served at a certain temperature? Even that
hell yeah, but we all didn't work that fast.
It doesn't matter. That's when the law comes.
That's true.
In.
But when you got this line around the door, they ain't trying to hear, I gotta wait till I get to a certain temperature.
Most of the time you're asking for your shit hot and fresh.
You want it. You want fresh fries. So why, you know what I'm saying?
I got mad that they done gave me the Happy Meal food hot as fuck before because it's like, this is the time.
I mean, I guess for a child it's a little different.
You don't know, nigga, now we all can eat and he gotta wait fucking 10 minutes for his food to cool off.
I said both are at fault because no way it should have been that hot. And secondly, the mother should have checked. Bottom line. Like, you know, so I feel like it goes both ways.
And she could have waited. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't eat it right now because when we get on your car,
but it just fell. But that's what I'm saying. It fell. I think it was just an accident. But because it was an accident,
well, she got. I know what the fuck. Like,
they got lodged down in her. She
my baby be like hot.
Hot. My daughter would have figured out how to take the fucking car seat off at this point. She's sitting next to it.
About it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I could imagine being like super.
That's a blessing.
$800K. I bet she must have a chicken nugget mark on her leg though.
It was like a whole it looked fucked up. It was fucked up. But I mean,
that shit was fresh out the grease, like from the grease to the box.
It probably was still grease on it.
Yeah, and the grease is probably what burned it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, you gotta
I'm trying to figure out how the nugget could still be that hot. It was grease on it. It had to be.
Damn.
Goddamn. Well, that was a blessing. Gift and a curse. Goddamn it.
Eat these goddamn chicken nuggets. Everybody gonna get chicken nuggets now.
Okay.
Burger King manager, keep it in fast food. The Burger King manager fired for serving food from the trash can. All right, well, I got a couple stories.
Burger King ain't even that nice to even be giving you
exactly
food.
I remember I used to have this manager, man, at Popeyes. If you were a rude customer, he would do foul shit to your food or give you old food.
That's wild.
And I told him one time, I was like, man, you a bad person.
Yes.
Because me and him used to go at it all the time.
Yeah.
Call him out.
There's a nigga named Greg.
Greg.
This motherfucker used to drop your food on the floor. Like if you was a rude customer,
that's nasty.
And he pick somebody chicken breast up off the floor and put it in a box, or he'll give you some old
nobody
ass
said
food.
nothing.
You
wasn't snitching. I feel you.
I didn't, but I did tell him that shit was foul.
Yeah,
like I didn't. I was
but
like, that
you let him know it's not right.
Like,
yeah.
and I told him one time, I was like, man, you a bad person.
Yeah.
He said, Anthony, you be saying some real shit sometimes. You really think I'm a bad person?
Yes.
I said, yes. I said, you're a bad person. Look, you remember that time you took that person's food and you put it on the floor and gave it to him? Like,
my God.
Yeah, like
that's one of the main things why I hate fast food now, because you never know what people are doing to your shit. Like, it just drives me nuts. Like,
I've seen people do some fucked up shit, not like out of malicious, but like I done seen a motherfucker drop some shit and goddamn scoop that shit back the fuck up. And I've seen that before more than one time.
I'm not with that.
Me neither. I've never done that. I can honestly say I've made thousands of sandwiches.
That's wild.
And I've never done that. I've never done that.
So
that's crazy.
Burger King fries ain't even worth it. Them the worst fries.
You know what though? No, first of all, wait. Because Whoppers hit.
Whoppers hit?
Whoppers hit.
I'll take a Whopper over a Big Mac.
What's that other sandwich with the bacon and cheese?
Oh, that's good too.
That shit is good as fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker.
Really
Man, they got that cheese double cheese burger.
You know what I'm saying? It's only because that flame broiled meat is what it is. Okay,
sandwiches with McDonald's fries.
You know what I'm saying?
Toast and hash browns.
Yeah,
but not when you can get 60 nuggets for $1.99.
Here's 100 nuggets for $2.
Fucking squirrel meat.
This is a real camel hump.
Right, yes, it is. That's the camel tail meat. That's what we're about.
That's the hoof, nigga.
And you thought you was getting some shit too.
No.
Oh, niggas thought they was getting a steal.
Hell no.
Now you wonder why your daughter twitching that night. Daddy,
Just give us some more nuggets.
Right.
Get the fuck out of
You
here.
had nuggets for a week.
Yeah, man, but that's fucked up. I'm an advocate for when you do really foul shit. You
That is a
hit
crime.
jail, man.
That's
That
like-
shit,
Like that dude who fucking came in that Lady McChicken. That shit was wild.
That's
Nigga, you nutted in her McChicken? Like,
what is
You dizzled.
what are you thinking, bro? Like, get the fuck out of here. How do you even get getting it off at work? You know what I'm
the
saying?
fuck are you thinking
You
about?
said
Nigga,
you wanted
rubbing
mayonnaise, bitch.
Right.
Like
That's how people be the same people. Some people just sick, like who make like the glory holes. You know the glory holes?
Yes,
Yeah,
I know what a
yeah,
glory
yeah,
hole.
yeah.
They
You know
even
what a
have
glory
feet.
hole
You know they got feet glory holes.
So what do you? Hold on. What do they do? Like
A glory hole is
you
when you
put-
stick your dick
no,
through a
I know.
hole in
I
the
said
wall.
the feet one. What
Oh,
do
you
they?
stick your toes in there.
Yeah, you see the toe through the wall and you go crazy.
You do whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, I've
Which
never
okay,
heard
so
in my life.
this is so odd. Would y'all ever use a glory hole?
No.
No.
Like that's like
Wait,
some,
you know
some
why?
fucked up,
No.
random, wow, just a fun night. Like
What if somebody want to
Okay,
take
time
some
out.
scissors
Do you
or
know
something
who
and
on the other side of the glory
cut
hole?
your shit off?
That's
No.
my fear.
no,
man.
it's no pain. It's no pain.
No,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying,
no
do
pain.
you know who's on the other side? Because my
Okay,
fear
it
is
doesn't have to be a nigga.
getting off and a nigga
It
sucking
don't have
you.
to be a nigga. Like say if it's like in a women's thing. Like you don't even have to take it that far.
Okay,
but just
okay.
like you know what I'm saying.
If it was
Like
just women in the glory hole.
yeah,
would.
like
I would.
oh yeah, it's like a woman glory. Like you know.
I would just because it's kind of like the idea you don't know who it is, so it's like it's a different type
Yeah.
of feeling. Like
Yeah.
you can't see them, you like you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like
it's a whole. It's only the
yeah,
whole.
that's all you can. Yeah,
I don't know.
but I am scared to stick my junk through. Like,
Okay.
what they like like
Yeah, what I'm saying.
No, but I mean, like
How
only
does that-
pleasure.
How does that even work? Like, how do you get?
It's
you gotta get right up there.
I just don't feel like that would be comfortable. Like you up
Nigga
on
looking
a
like
wall
a
like this.
Nigga like you about to break into a building.
Like how do you?
It'll be at your height level,
Uh-huh.
and you just stand there. You don't have to reach up on your tippy toes or squat down. or
Yeah,
nothing.
But you gotta like make your
stand
jump
there.
like
Go
fully
through a
through it.
hole.
Yeah.
And so you can.
But it's like weights level. Y'all
Okay,
thinking
I
too.
never-
Y'all thinking
I
too
never-
much into it.
Yeah.
Just like
I thought it was
like
a
usually
giant
like
wall
or
with a
even
hole
like
in
no,
it.
it's some
just
even
you
in a
standing
bathroom.
up.
Like okay,
Yeah.
they have glory holes in bathrooms.
Yeah.
So you got to think like the top of the stall. You can put your arms up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can
okay,
hold the top of the stall.
okay,
You just stick your shit
Yeah.
through.
Look, my mind is
Right, like I was so confused.
Have you seen
scary movie.
Right.
Glory hole.
Would you be on the
Okay.
other
Do it
side?
again.
That's
Like
the glory hole.
different sides. It's,
So the girl would have to. Would you do a glory hole with a dude?
of course.
You just see some dicks come
Why
through,
not?
and you just go crazy with them.
That's wild.
Look,
Right.
funny.
What the fuck was we talking about?
I don't know how we got
Burger King.
Burger King, Burt Fry, nasty check.
Right.
It turns it. That's hip hop.
Every
video.
time.
Right.
What's next? Replay with TK.
Nah, we never did the Black History thing.
Oh,
Oh,
you skipped it.
run it back.
You skipped
Okay,
it,
so
baby.
in Florida, they trying to change up Black History, man. How do y'all feel about it?
That shit's fucking bananas, bro.
Governor DeSantis, he's always in the news for trying to change up something. It's usually all racial shit with black people.
Yes, it is.
That's what I'm noticing. Like the things that make headlines with him, it always has something to do with black curriculum.
The fact-
Because he don't like niggas.
But what he's saying is that they're trying to change not necessarily saying
The
it didn't
standards.
happen, but the angle of it. Like we benefited from Black history. Like we learned skills
slavery.
from being
Yeah.
slaves. And
Boy,
you know what I'm saying?
you.
Like, and
Alright.
they even had this black dude. He even agreed was like, oh yeah, because without slavery, we probably wouldn't have the resilience and our back against the walls how we do. Like, nigga, get the fuck
All
out of
right,
here
so
with that
let me
shit.
play devil's advocate because I was watching this shit with TK, and if you have some type of traumatic situation and you had to do something to survive, wouldn't you be able to say that you took some skills from whatever? Man, I've been in the street. I already know how to handle these situations. Man,
Well, the
I've been in
street is
jail.
not-
First of all,
But- yeah.
we've never been slaves.
in Master's Field. picking
We've
cotton
never been
somewhere.
slaves.
That's
number one.
Well,
Not
look,
the same
even
but
thing.
look,
look,
I see
if
what
you
you're
learn how
saying.
to sew, and I'm not negating the pain of slavery. I'm just saying, like, if you knew you learn how to cook because you were doing this. You learn how to sew. You learn how. I think.
Nigga, no. I would rather learn how to cook because my mom taught me, not because I was at home alone.
Would you rather hear?
Fuck you mean?
Would you rather hear slavery taught the way we was taught? You was a slave. You was a slave. Your mama was a slave. They were slaves when nobody worth none. Or it was some type.
No, that's the truth. That is the truth.
You're negating the truth.
And that is a lie. And you're trying to manipulate and change history.
What if they're giving the same lesson, but they're adding that in it? Is that still bad?
What do you mean?
My thing is,
no.
Yes, you have skills, but you're learning those skills while you're enslaved. Like, I'd rather learn. Like, why can't we learn it while we're free? Of course,
it wasn't voluntary.
It was like it's like
you're like, oh, you learned these skills. No, I was forced
to learn those skills
to do these things, and you're trying to make it seem like we got
it's not school. It's not. You didn't get on no school bus.
It all comes back to being a fucking slave, a prisoner.
No,
y'all know what this reminds me of.
You trying to fucking sprinkle it up so it don't sound so harsh. And nigga, we were shackled. Our people were came over here, and but how many people died?
Okay, but hold on. But I'm about to play devil's advocate too. But think about it in the retrospect of the other race. How would we like it if all we hear is our people did this to y'all people? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because it happened.
But we didn't personally do it. So it's just like, in a sense, you're teaching. I'm not saying this is what happening, but in a sense, I see what he's saying, because it's like you're telling people, oh, your people enslaved us, but it's like you have black people that hate white people that have done nothing wrong to them just because of something that happened in history. So I do get both sides. You know what I'm saying?
All right, look, this is kind of like what Kanye says.
That's racism. You have racism on both sides. That's just an individual thing. That's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking about individual racism.
But slavery plays hand in hand with racism.
No, it does, but not in this context. You're talking about individual people being racist, and you like, oh, basically, I feel like what you're trying to say is like, oh, you're continuing on the negative.
Hold on, wait. If you take, like, for real, y'all, if we take the emotional part out of it, right, and we just don't think about how horrible slavery was, is it really horrible to teach that people got skills from this shit? If you learned something while you were in a fucked up situation, you took a skill from it. I'm not saying that you liked it, and I'm not saying that it was a good thing, but I think it's another way to look at it. I'm not saying go for it, but it's like all you heard. We grew up with all this pain from hearing these stories. If they tried to change it just a little bit to make it seem like, yo, you want to say all you come from is slavery. That's all y'all did. Like, us knowing that, what does that do for our self-esteem?
All right, no, I respectfully disagree with that. Right. Only because it's, at the end of the day, you can try to doctor it up all people want to and make it seem like, oh, well, yes, okay, it wasn't just.
We brought y'all over here to learn skills.
Out of that bad, and it wasn't that bad, and stuff like that.
Y'all know what be happening though? We be tapping out.
It really was though.
We check out of the classes when they start telling us that type of shit.
But you're still a prisoner. You learn those because you had no choice. Like, you had no choice. While you are in Master's house, Master's field, like, that's what you had to do to survive. So, yes, I get that, but don't try to downplay slavery and make it seem like, oh, well,
we brought y'all over here to teach y'all skills.
Yeah. No, because that wasn't the case.
Fuck you. That's not what happened.
When y'all start trying to change up the
narrative, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. That we're not talking about
better,
you know,
or it's nothing in their eyes. Like,
you can add to it. But you can't change what happened. They're trying to change the narrative. Like, we were brought over here and they taught us.
Was like, hey, you want
let's learn these skills and let me bring you to this new land. That's not what happened.
So look, right? If you was a slave, if your granddaddy was a slave and your dad was a slave, and they worked the fields and they planted and got cotton, they planted cotton, picked cotton, and what else were we doing? We were planting food. We were growing our own food. The slaves in the back had to grow their own food. If you didn't grow your food, you didn't eat. So you picked up skills and learned from your parents who taught you, hey, this is how you man the field. This is how you eat. So once we got to the point where we had the indentured servants,
we could learn those same lessons in Africa.
Y'all know where the watermelon and shit came from, right? We were growing watermelon, and we learned from whoever was a slave, right? You learned it from your grandfather or his father, and you took those skills on. When we got to the point where we were free, we were still growing our own food because we didn't have a lot of places where we could just make money. So we made money by selling food that we grew. We sold watermelon. They try to make that into a bad thing, but watermelon was our crop. That was what we sold. So you learn to grow that watermelon probably in slavery, and we made lots of money doing that.
But let me tell you, I get what you said, but let me just say this. I just feel like
slavery, just in case it's not coming across.
I think just because I feel like, you know, when like as slaves, it's like I just feel like you can't
teaching the pain.
It's not about teaching, but it's not about teaching the pain but that's where it's come from. And people always say, that's what I'm about to say. It's not a choice. People always be like, "Oh, you didn't choose to overpower," but those people got beat. Yes, it was, but it was only maybe 2 or 3 or 4 men. There, the rest was women and kids who worked the field with 10 and 11, white male workers who was beating them. So it's so ignorant when people be like, "Oh, it's a choice." It wasn't a fucking choice. It wasn't a choice. It wasn't a choice.
It's ignorant. It's ignorance. But at the same time, I feel like if you're gonna teach the horrible part, I understand if they trying to give you some type of like.
Is it giving us hope, or are you trying to make yourself feel better?
That's the real thing.
And I think that's what people are saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we know where we come from, and that's where we do get our strength come from, because we were able to overcome that oppression and overcome those things. But you're trying to take that part out of it. Then what really did we overcome to become the strong people that we are?
Oh, look what that taught you.
No, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's just another way of white control. Because at the end of the day, over there in Africa right now, they have regular civilization just like we do. So people always try. It's not like they over there living in huts and living in, it's places there like that, but it's places like that here too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we were taken.
Don't teach any like. Y'all say don't teach anything good.
That's not what I'm saying. The way that they're trying to push it is wrong.
I feel that.
But
like I said, I was just trying to play devil's advocate with it. I was trying to play devil's advocate, just trying to see it from maybe another way. Because the initial way you hear it is, oh hell no, fuck that shit. Slavery was fucked up.
That's no different than them saying that.
But what is the benefit?
Hitler was trying to freaking make the race better by killing Jews. You know what I'm saying? Like. Oh well, you learned how to be a better Jew because he was killing y'all. That's fucking crazy.
Look what we did this to you, and look how much you gained.
If y'all wouldn't have been slaves, y'all wouldn't have got those skills. Is what the fuck they're saying.
Basically.
Fuck that.
That means Africa, like she said, would still be in huts, nigga. Yeah. Their civilization probably better than ours.
And that's not. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's what gain was it from stealing those people from that land, because that land is thriving just like it is here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a fact.
And it's our people though.
That's a fact.
All
right. Well, should we stop fucking with the goddamn schooling, man?
The president, so
they want everybody to be pale color, blonde hair with that sandy brown. Cause they want everybody to look the same, and that's why they got all these. Whatever. That's another comment. I just feel like they just trying to erase the past, and they just want it.
If you don't know where you came from, you don't know, you're doomed to repeat it.
Yeah. Because if they don't know we slaves, what's stopping them from doing it again?
Replay with TK.
You. All right. So y'all know your boy Jamie Foxx been down for a minute, so I figure I'm gonna watch the movie he had on Netflix. It was all right.
They cloned Tyrone.
Right. Did y'all watch it? Anybody watch it?
Yeah.
We since you said it, we watched it. I watched half. I appreciate
it.
And she watched the whole thing.
It was all right. Long story short, I know I always say this because I didn't like this movie. Usually when I like a movie, I know I go in. But it's kind of like, what it reminded me of, I was telling them, it reminds me of like a serious version of Undercover Brother. You remember how they was like, no, for real, I know that sounds funny, but for real, like, you remember how they was like putting stuff in the food and putting stuff in the liquor to like brainwash people, which is kind of like what you were saying. Like, that's pretty much what the gist of the movie was. It's a small town, I forgot what it was called because I really didn't like this movie. But they was putting like chemicals and stuff in the chicken and their like perms, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff that black people use. Mm-hmm. And they was cloning people to, it kind of like, it was like lab rats pretty much. Okay. So, but I don't know, the plot, it was like weird because first I thought the movie was in the 70s, but then they was making like today's references, so it was kind of like weird. And like, out of Jamie Foxx movies, I did not like this one. Like, it was, I would give this, and I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad everything's straight. But I feel like now Netflix is just running these bitches down because you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the quality of their movies have gone a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to choose, I would give this like maybe like a 3 crowns out of 3. I didn't.
3 out of what? 3 out of 5. 3 out of 10. Ooh, that's
that wasn't. I didn't like it because it like first of all, I fell asleep the first time I tried to watch it. Then I rewatched it again, and it had a pretty good, you know what I'm saying, cast in it, but it didn't hit. Like, it was
Botania. What's his name?
Fontaine.
I'm talking about it's real name. John Botania. It's something. He's pretty big.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he was in that movie. I did a review on about when he was the VA dude. And he paid him his money. So him as an actor, they were really good actors in the movie. It's just the movie as a whole to me wasn't good. Like they had your boy from P Valley in it.
That's the show. I could not.
Well, as soon as I seen him, I was like, "That's dude from P Valley."
Who?
The main character, with
Uncle Clifford or the fine one?
No,
the Little Murder.
Yeah, Murder. Yeah,
Right, not the fine one. My bad.
Let me find out Uncle Clifford is your.
Oh God.
And it was like I said. I mean, Jamie Foxx. I appreciate you making a good recovery, whatever. But that movie wasn't with my boy.
And we didn't talk about.
I get the message, but you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so that was the replay with TK, and I didn't want to cut that, but I was like, we're talking about Jamie Foxx. It's good to see him on his feet, but he don't look like he's back to himself.
He's still
pale in the
He
face.
looks pale in his eyes. He looks very sick.
Yeah, he does.
And that was like, please say something so we can promote this movie.
That's all it was.
Because that man need to go sit down again.
He on yachts and shit. But that's good.
That nigga said
Weekend at Bernie's, because that man was not on that yacht.
He was like,
he ain't want to be there.
First of all, because they was propping up.
That nigga is not back to normal at all.
It probably was a hologram while you playing.
You think it's a hologram?
Think about how distance it was shot. You can't tell that's a real person or not. They only showed his his upper body.
They cloned Tyrone.
hey, why you playing?
Oh man! So let's get into this restaurant with the
little baby.
Japanese.
No, it's a Japanese restaurant that got meth in the food.
Oh yeah, that's what
they getting high.
They getting high. What is that on your chopsticks?
Restaurant, they are under some scrutiny because about 7 customers, they ate there. When they got home, they said they had accelerated heart rates to the point where they
My sweet and sour chicken
to the hospital. And the people they featured was like, we went to the hospital and then we happened to notice 6 other people that were sitting next to us in the hospital too. And they said they couldn't sleep and stuff like that, so they went in and that's when they found meth in their system. Yeah, because
so is that how meth works? I don't know. Like I thought you smoked it,
or no, you can. Meth is just like crack. You can smoke it, you can snort it, you can shoot it. That's why they call it. It's a white person's crack. That's what they call it.
Wow.
You can swallow. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. It is made from pure chemicals. There's no derivative of a plant. It's pure.
They like drain cleaner and all that.
It's a whole bunch of shit.
If you live through it and you don't have no permanent damage, man, you just hit the jackpot though.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But it's just like crack though. I feel like it's one of them things. Like I think if you want it one time, you're gonna want it all the time.
I'm about to sue the shit.
Okay. Just imagine you became an accidental crackhead off a restaurant. Like that's wild.
They got the wrong Szechuan shrimp.
Man.
So I got the bike holiday.
Right.
That's crazy.
Damn. Hey,
but how do you not know? First of all,
you don't.
But how would they get in the kitchen? That's number one. That means somebody's back there dealing that shit.
Right.
Somebody grabbed the wrong seasoning because. Being that my wife's Asian, MSG looks a lot like fucking methane. I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't know what meth before, but it's the shards look a little similar. You know what I'm saying? And they could have put it. They could be shipping that shit out the back in the MSG barrels.
Well, that's absolutely how it happened.
And the restaurant released a statement talking about, we hope you give us a second chance. And
first of all,
fuck all of y'all.
Finna go to prison.
Back your money.
We already thought y'all be serving us dog and cat. Now you got them putting meth in the sauce.
Second chance.
And the egg rolls.
That's exotic cat.
You know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of
here. Get you high and full.
I need to go do a settlement like that McDonald's. But see, they ain't got McDonald's money though.
No, not at all. They don't even have commercials.
They said because crack sells itself.
Exactly. So let's get into this FBI raids man's house and they find 40 human skulls.
That's fucking disturbing.
Nigga, what are you doing though?
Oh,
I think he was already
They said they were as decorations. How the fuck do you decorate with skulls? Though?
Is it illegal to own skulls?
Are they? I think that's the question.
That's the question.
I think real skulls are illegal to own because where the fuck would you get a real skull from?
What is it called?
I found it.
What is it called?
I know you lying.
What is it called when people when you have
infatuated with death?
No, when you have animals on your walls and shit.
A taxidermist?
Taxidermist. Is it?
That's not the same thing.
That's not the same.
You cannot stuff a human and sit his ass on your wall.
No.
I shot Tyrone the other day.
You probably get that shit from the dark web.
No, you can do. You can have a pause. You definitely can keep a body in you. Like that's not against the law. You don't have to bury a body. Like if you get it, I don't think that's not a law.
It is illegal.
No.
Like
You cannot stuff a nigga and put him in your
In your house?
No, you cannot.
No.
You cannot.
You have
Because
to
at the
bury
end
the
of
body.
day, that's I don't know. It's something with animals. They don't deteriorate like humans do. If that makes sense. Like I don't think
But
your
is
body would
it
hold up.
illegal?
Yeah.
Yes, nigga, you gotta.
Yeah.
If they
You can't
can't
do
make
shit
money
with a
off
body.
your ass, it's illegal.
I heard the whole neighborhood was crazy though, because like
Oh.
a couple houses down, they found like human skin and stuff in people's houses.
Oh,
and
so
shit
they
like
was
that.
motherfucking cannibalism.
Yeah, that's his
And the
homie. That's
FBI
what he do on
asked
this
him
block.
like, "Where'd you get the skulls from?" He said, "Go ask my friends." And he was pointing to the skulls and shit and the bones and shit like that. They had scarves on them and shit like that. It's just weird.
Oh, he was talking to him and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What's that dude who be eating people, Jeffrey?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Crazy.
There you go.
And that's how we kicked the year off, right? Or was that last year?
I think so. Yeah, that shit was big as hell.
These motherfuckers nasty as hell, man.
40 though, like I could see one or nigga 40. That's a
I
family.
can't see one because whose skull is it? It's what I'm asking.
It's just like when you really sitting here,
Probably
like,
like
what if it was a
homeless people.
skull right here? That's just weird. Like, nigga, what's going on?
But I
with
mean, you see him in like classes and stuff.
Rodney,
Who's-
those aren't
Those ain't real?
Those are made from like.
So you mean to tell me when you go to like a Harvard, but like a medical school,
No,
they
but
don't
that's
use real
different.
bones
Not in
and
your
stuff?
high school, nigga.
Not right at the library. That's plastic.
Yeah, you ain't never seen a real.
So Mr.
skeleton.
Hansen in the biolab ain't got a real skull.
No, like maybe like the only time they do that is like when like you said in college when they work on like the cadavers and stuff
Yeah,
like
like the
that.
doctors and shit, yeah.
But that's like
But I think even then you have to your family has to release your body for research purposes
for the
type
school.
shit.
You
Yeah.
can sign your body over. To
Yes, you can. That's why it's illegal for you just to have a body in your house. I'm gonna look that shit up.
man.
I don't think that's real.
That's crazy.
You a taxidermal nigga in your house?
For real.
Yeah, my nigga.
Your homie
Got
just
my-
can't just chilling on the couch.
Yo, that's it, man. Right
Don't you ever put me on your fucking couch.
And make sure I have my flips up, my slides on.
You know
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying?
Change my clothes every
Get me
day.
right. Keep my dress twisted.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
Diamonds in the rough. Diamonds in the rough.
Hey, all right, y'all. I'm gonna shout out Little Baby's Restaurant called the
Hey.
Seafood
Okay.
Menu in Atlanta.
Hey, we
It's
should
on
pull up
MLK and it's near the AUC.
MLK.
For those that don't know, it's the Atlanta University Center. It's right next to that, and the award-winning restaurant, the Busy Bee Cafe, down there. And the restaurant is called the Seafood Menu Lounge. It's actually a lounge you can go to. It's open till like 2 a.m. throughout
bet
the
it
week,
is.
so y'all hit it up. It features stuff like crab langoon wontons and shrimp skewers,
Oh, they fancy.
all the fried and steamed seafood you can possibly eat, lobster tails, catfish, everything.
Okay.
He features his butter sauces like Caribbean jerk butter sauce, honey pot butter sauce,
Sound good.
sweet chili, and lemon pepper. And
What are the prices, though? That's what people really
I
wanna know.
And he hopes to bottle those in stores eventually and
Okay,
hopefully
okay.
sell them and franchise the seafood restaurant as well. So it's throughout Atlanta, everywhere. So shout out to Lil Baby. Y'all go check it out if y'all want to. It's on MLK now. It's on the west side.
I'm about to say,
y'all
if
gotta
you ain't
travel to
from
the west side
Atlanta now, eat there and go home.
Hey, that's how.
Don't go around MLK thinking you finna sightsee. Go
real.
home.
We can park over here and walk down.
Go home.
I
Gotta
like,
travel to
I
the
like
west
a
side.
couple like sauces. The sauces kind of caught my ear.
Nah, that honey one sounded busting.
That's
It's
Sound
called
good.
Honey Pot Caribbean Jerk
Okay, I like
lemon
that.
pepper.
I feel like his prices is just like any other regular.
They are.
Like markets, a lot of seafood places is market price because
Yeah,
when you buy
like
the
the juicy crab,
Slick.
ish.
That definitely.
gonna see if he
I'm
can
And
into
it'd be
taste
it.
like
them.
one cluster type.
Right.
I'm down with it.
And I'm
We should
going to
pull
end
up.
it on a quote. Y'all know I do. I'm going to say, happy are those who dream dreams and are ready to pay the price to make them come true. Tupac Shakur.
Hey,
Hey, Machiavelli, rest in peace.
Back in the belly, did I?
come on down. We are hip hop
You know what I'm saying? I would keep that too. Hey, I am CASHEWZ,
This your boy
It's your
TK.
girl Diamond.
And it's your girl Tasty.
and we are.
Hip
Hip
Hop
Hop
Millennials
Millennials Podcast.
Podcast.
We out this bitch. Like us, and y'all haven't been sending no
comment,
questions.
subscribe.
I ain't got
Send
one
us
motherfucking question yet.
Like, subscribe, share, tell your mama, tell
All
your
that.
daddy. We
I'm
out the
trying to tell
bitch.
you.
We out.
You.